Welcome guys back to another video in the channel. We are doing our Premier League predictions for match day 17 now of the Premier League. Sorry for the shorter video today. You know, the turnaround between the match days was so quick and it's just really hard to get the videos out as quickly as I can, but I'm doing my very best. And we're going to look at the Fantasy League next match day because, you know, because of the quick times, I just need to get them out quickly, so then the Fantasy League will look at in 1 or 2 match days. But the first game we are going to be looking at is Everton versus West Ham. Everton did have their game called off. Whether this game will go ahead is remain to be seen, but I think it was to do with Manchester City. Their game got called off with them, so they are playing West Ham. West Ham in their last game, they did have a 0-0 draw against Southampton. Quite a dull 0-0 draw, nothing really happening. And yeah, in the table right now at the moment for West Ham, they sit in 10th. And for Everton at the moment, they do sit in 4th with 29 points, 3 points ahead of Aston Villa, but Aston Villa do have that game in hand, remember. So obviously Everton, they will be looking to try and win this one. I think Everton will win this one in my opinion, just because I think they have a lot of quality in their side, and I think they will be able to get the job done quite convincingly with all their attacking power. Everton's defence can look quite weak at times, West Ham, sorry, and I think they will get the job done, Everton, with their striking power. Richarlison, not sure if he's back yet, but with Calvert-Lewin, James, Allen, Decore, they've got a strong team there, and I think they can really blow away West Ham. And as a prediction for this game, I will go with an Everton win. I think Everton will win this convincingly, even though West Ham have been pretty decent, so I will give Everton a 3-1 win in this one. Next game in the Premier League is Manchester United versus Aston Villa. None of these teams were affected by anything, so we're gonna predict them properly. So Manchester United, first of all, had a bit of a mad win there against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Marcus Rashford scoring in the 90+3rd minute. A very drabby win for them, but you know, when you're on the top of the table, when you're trying to fight for things, you know, some of these performances you'll just take against teams that are pretty decent. They're good at defending, you know, they'll hold out, and when you get a 1-0 win against teams like this, you should be happy, and I think Manchester United were. And we do look at the other team now, Aston Villa. And in their game, they actually had a 1-1 draw against Chelsea. Chelsea don't look good at the moment, obviously losing 3-1 to Arsenal beforehand. But Olivier Giroud took the lead in the 34th minute, courtesy of an assist from Ben Chilwell. But then in the 50th minute, Anwar El Ghazi, we say his name a lot, don't we? Because he does score a lot of goals. And assist from Matty Cash there, getting him another assist and another goal for Anwar El Ghazi. And he's doing very well for Aston Villa at the moment, very underrated. And I think, you know, he is guiding Aston Villa to a lot of goals at the moment, and long may it continue for them. But where it keeps them in the table, Chelsea at the moment, they are sitting in 6th with 26 points, same as Aston Villa. So yeah, 16 games played for them, but Aston Villa have played 2 less. But you do look at the other, we do look at Manchester United. They're sitting in 2nd at the moment, 30 points of 15 games, and Aston Villa are 4 points behind them. So you know, they do want to pick up a win, Aston Villa, to try get them into that top 4, try get them closer, especially if Everton do drop some points. Will it happen? I'm not sure. I think Aston Villa will win this game. I don't know why. I think I'll give it a really drabby 1-0 win for Aston Villa. Next game is Tottenham versus Leeds. Now again, both teams, it'll be an interesting game, I have to say, with this one, Tottenham versus Leeds. First of all, Leeds United, very brilliant win there for them, 5-0 over West Bromwich Albion. Roman Soy's own goal, Alioski, Harrison, Rodrigo and Rafinha scoring for them in a brilliant win against the Leeds United. So they'll be very happy with that. And I think, yeah, Tottenham, on the other hand, they did have their game postponed, so I can't say much about them. Their game against Fulham. Tottenham, it leaves them 7th in the table with 26 points, level with Aston Villa and Chelsea. When you do look at Leeds United, however, it makes them sit in 11th with 23 points, 16 games played. And they are starting to rise through their table. Leeds United, they're a team that will lose a lot of games. They'll get slapped up, but then they'll get beat at times. I think this one will be a draw, but quite an entertaining draw in my opinion. Both teams will just go at each other. It will be good because Jose Mourinho will sit back, so Leeds will score a few. But I think Spurs, they have the quality to bounce back, which is why I will give this game a 3-3 draw. Next game is Crystal Palace versus Sheffield United. Looking at Crystal Palace, first of all, 1-1 draw against Leicester City. Wilfried Zaha took the lead in the 58th minute, but they could not hold on as Harvey Barnes scored another good goal, assist from Johnny Evans in the 83rd minute to make it a draw, getting a well-earned point for Leicester. But Crystal Palace thought they could have hanged on possibly. Sheffield United on the other hand, still losing, not doing great, it's not looking good. Ben Mee scoring in the 32nd minute, assist from Robbie Brady, securing a win for Burnley there. Brilliant win in a relegation dogfight in the bottom there. So Sheffield United only 2 points off 16 games, and going into this one, it looks very sour at the moment, and it will be very difficult for them to pick up anything against Crystal Palace. They have been inconsistent, Crystal Palace, granted, but still, it's not going to be easy, and they do sit in 15th with 19 points, and I will have to probably give Crystal Palace the win in this one. I think they could give Sheffield United quite a beating if they are on their game. Will they be on their game? I think so. They can put goals past teams. I think Sheffield United just haven't been good enough. So if Crystal Palace can find the winning formula in this game, I think they can get quite a comfortable 3-0 win in this one. Next game is Brighton and Hove Albion versus Wolves. First of all, looking at Brighton, they did have a 1-0 loss against Arsenal. Brighton did make a lot of changes, to be honest, because Mopé, there, Welbeck, Matt Ryan, Trossard, Tarek Lamptey, a lot of players that usually play for them were not playing for them, and I think they will be back for this game against Wolves, who did have a 1-0 loss against Manchester United. As I said, it was a very drubby easy win, not easy win, but they had to fight hard, Manchester United, and Wolves would be hard done by that because they thought they could have at least picked up a point from that game. But I think they can return to winning ways against Brighton, who don't look good at the moment. They look void of ideas. Yes, they didn't have a good enough team out against Arsenal to try and challenge them, but still, they just don't create enough chances. They don't look good at the moment, and Brighton sit in 17th, 2 points above the drop, because Fulham do have a game in hand. So if Fulham win their game in hand, Brighton actually go into the relegation zone, who are on 13th points. Wolves on the other hand, 21 points of 16 games, sitting in 12th. Very interesting to see if they can win against Brighton. I think they'll do, and I think they will do it quite convincingly, which is why I will give Wolves a 4-1 win in this one. Next game, I've already done a preview for this, and it will be coming out. It depends on what time you've watched this. It will be out. I will do a separate video for this game. West Brom versus Arsenal. West Brom obviously lost 5-0, and we beat Brighton by 1-0. Big Sam, he needs to do a masterclass against Arsenal. Will he able to do so? I'm not too sure. I think Arsenal will blitz them away, but I did predict a win for Arsenal. Go check out that preview, whether if it's come out or it's not come out already. Make sure to check that out. Next game is Burnley versus Fulham. As I said, Fulham, their game against Spurs did get called off, so we can't really look at Fulham at the moment. But Burnley, on the other hand, they did beat Sheffield United, and it does bring them into 16th with 16 points off 15 games. So they look pretty decent at the moment. Burnley picking up some good wins recently. Wolves, Arsenal, and now they picked up a win against Sheffield United, relegation battlers. So Burnley in recent weeks, they've actually done pretty well for themselves, and they're looking pretty decent. But you do look at the team they are playing in this game. They are looking at Fulham, and Fulham again not doing decent, 18th, again another relegation match for Burnley, and I think Fulham will win, to be honest. I just have a feeling Fulham, they have a lot of attacking qualities, and Burnley, they're just going to defend and be dogged, and I think that might play into Fulham's hand. It's not going to be easy by any stretch, which is why in this game I will give Fulham a 2-1 win. I think Fulham need to pull something out of somewhere, and I think this Burnley game may be targeted as one they can do something in, which is why I'll give Fulham a 2-1 win in this one. Next game is Newcastle versus Leicester. As I said, Leicester, they did have that 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace. Wouldn't be impressed with that one. But Newcastle, on the other hand, they picked up a 0-0 draw against Liverpool. Liverpool not doing very great at the moment, but I think Newcastle will take it, to be honest. And against the champions, a 0-0 draw, it will be very good for them. 1 point. He's still 14th, though, 19 points off 15 games. But against the champions, who wouldn't take that? Let's be real here. The team they're facing is Leicester City. It's going to be very hard, and for that, I will give Leicester City the win here. I don't think it'll be the easiest, most comfortable win. Newcastle will be dogged like they did against Liverpool. They will sit back, and I think Leicester will win this one 2-0. Next game is a big one. Chelsea versus Manchester City. Will this game go ahead? This is why I don't want to talk on it too much, because this game possibly could not go ahead. But I think Manchester City will kind of easily win this one. Chelsea aren't in the greatest of forms. Man City's game against Everton did get called off, as Chelsea did lose to Arsenal and then drew to Aston Villa. They could have easily lost that game, to be fair, the chance John McGinn had. But I think Manchester City could win this one if this game does go ahead. So I will give Manchester City the win here. 3-1 win in this one. Chelsea, they do need to fix up, because Lampard's job is under pressure. I know a lot of Chelsea fans that are already calling for his head, so it'll be quite interesting to see how he does in this one. Last game, Southampton versus Liverpool on the Monday night, and both teams drew 0-0, so it could be quite a bit of a boring one, this one. But I think both teams have a lot of attacking qualities, and obviously these two clubs do have good links with each other, buying, selling players. Obviously Liverpool taking a lot of Southampton's players, so I think it'll be an interesting one how this one does pan out. I I do expect Liverpool to win this one. I'll be honest with you, Southampton could pose a shock, but you know, Southampton recently haven't been also good. Obviously Liverpool are sitting top of the league, and Southampton at the moment, they have slipped a bit to ninth when they were like fourth or fifth like a week or two ago. So things change really quick, sitting on 26 points out of 16 games, and Liverpool sitting on 33 points out of 16 games after their draw against Newcastle. So I think in this game I will give Liverpool the win here, and I will give them a 3-1 win in this one. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this episode of us Premier League predictions, sorry for the shorter videos, you know, quick turnarounds, it has to be done. I'm not sure if the Chelsea Man City game will go ahead, but you will just have to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.